them to consider public service.
Sorry, I'm late.
There's nothing wrong with that idea.
Listen to this guy.
Actually, it is rooted in the most noble of American missions, education. But rather than finding out how he could do it the right way and legally, Mr. Rangel instead chose to use both his personal and committee staff, as well as other official resources of his office, to help solicit donations of up to $30 million each for a school and library to ensure his legacy. Donations from some of the 100 biggest and wealthiest corporations in America.
Bust his ass.
Had direct interest before this very committee was chair.
Bust his ass.
This committee found by clear and convincing evidence that Mr. Rangel solicited those donations from the very lobbyists of those companies who were coming before his committee. As members of Congress, we are all required to file financial disclosure statements. It's not easy to do, and sometimes it's easy to make a mistake. But again, this committee found on clear and convincing evidence that Mr. Rangel, for 10 years, failed to file his reports promptly and
accurately.
Numerous omissions, including the failure to disclose over $500,000. Ladies and gentlemen, my colleagues, there's a lot to be said today, and a lot has been said. Keep this in mind as you consider the report of the only truly bipartisan committee that stands in this Congress, the only one that's evenly divided, and sent this recommendation of censure to you for your consideration.
Censure his ass.
Mr. Rangel is a man who has spent more years on the Hill than all but 5 of our colleagues, and he has served this district for longer than 26 of our members have been alive. Even so, this recommendation of censure was not made lightly, and it was not made without respect for the totality of his life or the seriousness and number of charges for which he has been found guilty.
And his contributions.
It is a sad day, for sure, Mr. Speaker. But now the entire House has a responsibility to join the Ethics Committee in rendering your judgment. I have no doubt that the people that we work for will be watching with interest. With that, I yield back my time.
My mama's watching.
The gentlelady from California.
Mr. Speaker, I yield to Mr. Butterfield, a member of the committee, 4 minutes.
The gentleman is recognized for 4 minutes.
Let me thank the gentlelady for the time. As a member of the committee, I rise today to oppose the pending motion. There is no question that Mr. Rangel violated House rules. For more than a year, he has admitted his misconduct and has apologized for it. But it must be clear, Mr. Speaker, there's nothing in this record to suggest that Congressman Rangel engaged in dishonest or corrupt conduct, nor is there evidence suggesting that he sought to enrich himself by violating his oath. The record shows that Mr. Rangel was approached by City College of New York to seek assistance in obtaining funds to establish an inner-city school for disadvantaged youth, and he did so. My colleagues, you must know that it is not unethical or improper for members to raise funds for a charitable purpose. Many of you do this every year, and it's a good thing.
Congressman Meeks, the charitable cause is to save freaking lives by giving away alcohol breath testers. What in the hell did you do? As much as I did for you, when they was calling you all a bunch of crooks, I got the email records to prove it. You're a freaking crook. You ain't no goddamn good. You're just like your boss, the co-founder of the Congressional Black Caucus. Congressional Black Caucus should be disbanded and censured for at least 5 years. Get rid of all the bad apples. You another one. Maxine Waters. Hey Maxine, remember Frank J. Phillips? This ain't no joke. Oh, Congressman Meeks. Remember Frank J. Phillips when he was from Maxine Waters? Yeah, y'all were competing about which one is the most dapper, which one shops at Brooks Brothers and spending tens of thousands of dollars on clothes. Because y'all got self-esteem issues as African Americans. I don't give a shit. It's what you decide that counts. All I know is, man, y'all put me out in the fucking street and I don't have no friends. I ain't got no friends. Veterans that help me. Joe Bunio, Fitz, Lucas, Larry Wayne Van. That's your motherfuckers ain't shit, man. Got a whole bunch of civilians like the big guy over at Human Resources. A lot of black folks, but they poor, they ain't got nothing. All you bougie niggas ain't shit. You mean to tell me you got a Congressional Black Caucus that's been going on all this time? You don't have a black national agenda. All this money. All this money. All this money. You guys are corrupt to the fucking core, and I ain't your friends. Every one of y'all need to get kicked out of office the minute they catch you doing something freaking wrong. I didn't do nothing wrong. I followed the rules. I inherited an apartment in public housing. But this fucking asshole that's going around boning them young chicks in the Dominican Republic, Bloomberg got your freaking number for opening up your mouth and saying some bullshit. You see what it led up to? See what it led up to? You know it's coming. Bang! That's what I'm talking about. That was the peace sign. Now, guess what you get? You get the real deal. Bang! That's what I'm talking about. You guys, we ain't friends, man. I will not help. Helping you right now would be like helping a freaking dope pusher. You selling bullshit. That's hurting other people, man. Just to enrich yourself. You're a bunch of freaking lies and goddamn hypocrites in the freaking House of Representatives. You're full of shit. I said it just like the son of New York State Senator Huntley said. Go to my website. Look on the side, at the bottom, in the face. Y'all have a nice day.